Tuesday. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his second season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
With a second-year man, that's Ramondre Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville. And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there? Oh, ton of interception. Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win. Yeah, they still got the win last week. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's up to the 20 and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team? Devin Duvernay came into the NFL with the reputation of being a playmaker, and he lived up to it in 2021. All-pro return man, led the league in punt return average. Baltimore wants to get that explosiveness more involved in their offense, and here it nets them a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 6 catches, 89 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Throwing Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this one complete to Smith. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Touchdown!
Wow.
Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Pats are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Ravens ready to take over.
They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. Now Jackson.
Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
I ain't see a 2-point in like
remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's a free kick. Fielded just inside the 30.
Fuck it. He ain't going to win.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A nice little juke. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Oh,
it's Kyle
wow.
Duggar who picks it. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is up to 5. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And
Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Come on, bro.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens have regained the lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 2. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some good games coming up here in week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Damn.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. And Jackson throwing once more. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
New England trying to get to place on offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. going with Harris out of the shotgun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, check back, back six, go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
First down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 94 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Jones on first down. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Amari Cooper, a career afternoon, 4 touchdown catches. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Oh my
God. No good. He missed it. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They run once more with Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Jackson. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They find some open field here.
Come on,
down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 41. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
No
good. No good. And this will remain a 5-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 41 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Why am I so itchy right now? Like, what the fuck? Jeez, I need to calm down. Like, I'm just so like, I wish it was like this one. Jeez.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he's got it down to the 28. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Open man is Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Folks' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Right back to Drake. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Jackson running again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down.
I can make that one, though.
For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
New England's offense set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw again. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Jones on the move to his left. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Got his bitch ass. Yeah.
Back to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run once more with Edwards, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Escaping the pressure right.
And
that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Jackson on 1st down. That one complete to Prochet. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. This time Jackson will throw it. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man down the field is Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw again on second down. Jones, open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to